everyone, it is Lisa and Josie. Can you say hi? Hi. I just wanted to come on and do kind of like a general life update since I failed at Vlogtober. I actually have them uploaded. I've done the videos. I just haven't uploaded them. My computer is being crap. So we're in the process of buying a new computer, but it's got to be kind of specialized, so it's a little bit more pricey. Anyways, Josie is 7 months old, and Elam's about to be 8 months old. Hi, Sigurd. Um, they're both doing all right. Everybody in the house is kind of going through the whole flu season. She had a double ear infection. Elam had a lot of congestion. I've been sick, which it's never fun when you're sick when you're a mom. But I just wanted to give you guys kind of an update on how each of them are doing. Elam's doing fantastic. He's got his first sentence down, and it's, what is this? Like, that's his new thing. Because I always used to ask him when he was like about to watch a cartoon and it would be playing like the previews and all, Elam, what is this? And so his new thing is, what is this? What is this? That and Jesus Sky. He loves the sky, everything about the sky, the birds, the planes. Oh gosh, don't even get me started on airplanes. The birds, the planes. Ooh, I just washed my hair, so it's kind of all funky. Birds, airplanes, the moon, the stars, just everything about the sky fascinates him. That's the one word that he will say consistently if you asked him to say it. Other than that, he's kind of stubborn on talking. He's doing good though. I mean, I'm not worried about it because he's progressing really, really fast in other areas. But when it comes to his speech, he still has his own language. So I'm not too worried about it because he is talking. He's now saying bye bye instead of bye. He says blue ball. I mean, he's putting words together, but he's just not as advanced as some of his friends, which, gets you worried because you're constantly comparing yourself, wondering, is there anything I'm not doing as a mom? But he's doing good. He's now started to just kind of let me know that he's gone potty. He'll go in a corner and he doesn't like being dirty, so he'll start like scratching at his backside, and other than that, he could care less about. He peed for the first time in the shower while him and my husband were taking a shower, and he peed and he literally scared himself because he had never like put the two and two together, like that's what that is, and he like looked down at it and was like fascinated by it. So that was good. Really, are you gonna be a pterodactyl? Are you gonna be a pterodactyl? Still sleeping really good. He's now down to just one nap a day. He takes a nap. Really? He takes a nap. We just went to a consignment event, so I'm actually going to do a consignment haul. And we got stuff. My husband went with me because we had to like divide and conquer. So he went and got stuff. He had a list of stuff that he had to get for Elam, and I had a list of stuff I had to get for Josie. And we pretty much got everything. Oh, I spent only like $64, which was amazing. Mostly what we were looking for is in the winter here, my kids live in sleepers, like the feety pajamas. So, I'll get on her in a second. So anyways, so all of his clothes that we bought are size 3T, except for we did get some snow pants that are 2T because he is all torso. My kid is all torso, no legs, but he's starting to get taller. So anyways, it should work. And then size 8 snow boots because he's got giant feet. When it comes to weight, he's still sticking about 31 pounds. He's been that for the last 6-7 months. He's starting to get to that age of where he's getting a little bit more picky when it comes to food. So I made a chicken, broccoli, rice, cheese casserole thing. And he didn't like it. But he loves all those things separately. He loves cheese, he loves chicken, he loves broccoli, he loves rice. But when it came to mixing them together, he was not for it. I think also the consistency was a little, like, mushy. The rice got cooked a little bit too long. But other than that, he's still a pretty good eater. But he is starting to get picky. We do have him on a low gluten diet because was having bad diarrhea, and he has all these little bumps on his arms, and our chiropractor said, it might be a gluten intolerant, so we've cut him back on gluten. So like in the morning he has Chex, because Chex are gluten-free. For snacks he eats fruits and veggies, and then like if we do have crackers, they're the rice crackers that are gluten-free from Costco, but every once in a while we'll give him like some animal crackers, or some quinoa crackers, and those have a little limited gluten in it, and so he does well. But if he has a lot of gluten, a lot of carbs, he gets diarrhea really bad, and it's like sour diarrhea, and he doesn't complain about his stomach. It's just that's what happens. So developmental wise with him, things that he's really liking right now is like shape sorters, and movies. He's getting a little bit into movies, which I'm not a fan of, but it does. Honestly, guys, I was one of those moms that was like, I'm never going to have my kid watch movies and have the TV babysit him. But when I've got two, sometimes it is nice that he will actually sit through 2 hours of watching Cars, so that I can work or get some house chores done or mess with her, especially because she is so high demand. So I will admit I was one of those moms, and it just happens. I do limit him on how much TV he watches. He watches one Disney movie a day, and it's always the same one. He's obsessed with Cars. He's also, another thing that happened this month. Here's the Binkies. Here's the Binks. Is he's had nightmares, and I think what it was is we got Beauty and the Beast, and we watched it, and I didn't realize how kind of scary that movie is. You think it's really innocent because it's Disney, but the Beast is kind of raw, like kind of a little intimidating. And then he watched Finding Nemo, which again, Finding Nemo, you think pretty innocent, but the sharks and then that one fish that like lights up, he's starting to get sensitive to things like that. So Cars is a pretty, there's no real big villain in that. So he's, and VeggieTales, so we're just kind of really seeing that things are starting to startle him. Even when he's watching Cars, there's a point where they're going tractor tipping, and he revs his engine, and that always makes Elam kind of jump and startle. So I know it's the age that he's at. He's learning fear, but he's woken up twice with night terrors. So we're really trying to watch what he's watching. What else about him? Other than that, he really likes small. He's so advanced, guys, with his small motor skills. So he will take the clasps that are in Josie's car seat and clasp them all, including the ones that you have to put together and then put in the car seat and the lock thing. He's so good, and he doesn't get frustrated. When he does the shape sorters, he'll sit there and turn it. So I'm going to start getting him more involved with puzzles, and that he has a puzzle right now, and it's farm animals. So he's learning all of his farm animals, and dude, that's really bad. His farm animals and like the noises that they make, and it's cute because you ask him like, what does a cow say, and he'll go he won't go moo, he'll go or what does a sheep say, bah. But it's really cute just to see him learning. So that's pretty much it with Elam. Small motor skills, it's a big thing right now. So I'm gonna buy him. I ordered the shoe tying thing where it's a cardboard shoe and then you lace it. And he loves zippers. I mean, he's so good, guys, with his small motors. It's phenomenal. It blows me out of the water. But his dad is really good mechanically with his hands as well. All right, on to this girl. So she's 7 months old. She is pretty true to size. This is 6-month pajama, and it fits her pretty good. She's gaining some weight, though. We started her on solids. I mean, she had dabbled in solids, but at 7 months, we're really doing solids like breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And she is no longer breastfed. She has formula. I will get into that in a separate video about how stuff is gone, because it's just a really long story. Other than that, she's still not sleeping through the night at all. She's still up every hour and a half. And it's really starting to wear on my husband and me. Like, I find myself in the morning getting up and having to forgive her for keeping me up all night. And it's when you're sick, you're just that much irritable. We have tried everything. We have tried keeping her up all day. We have tried giving her naps, doing the sleep schedule where she wakes up, eats, plays, and then goes down for a nap. And that didn't help. We have tried letting her cry it out, and it just keeps my husband up, and so that's not working. She just does not like to sleep. She does not care if she only gets one nap a day. She is not a fan of sleeping. And from going from Elam, who's a phenomenal sleeper, to her, it has been a really, really, really hard transition. It's really, 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 really something that we're trying to work on. So she does not sleep. 8 months old does not sleep. And I know that that happens. I would just like a 4-hour stretch of sleep. That would be amazing. So she's still up every hour and a half to 2 hours, and I'm not exaggerating that. One night I'm just going to videotape it. A lot of it has to do with this thing. It falls out of her mouth, and so we are going to start weaning her on that. And I think we're just going to do the whole night weaning. But I'm not a fan of the cried out method, so if any of you guys have any advice, I would really appreciate it. What else? So she's eating solids, she's eating formula. We get the 2-pack of foods, and she eats like 1.5 of those. So she's a really good eater as well. She tried the rice, chicken, broccoli bake thing, and she loved that. She loves yogurt. We've tried her on the Okos Greek yogurt. She really likes that. She's crawling now really good. She's doing the hands and feet. She's getting faster at that. She's going from the sitting or laying down to the sitting position by herself. Not quite crawling up on things yet, but definitely more advanced than Elam was at her age of physical development. She has 2 bottom teeth, and I think she's getting the top 2 because she's been really drooly. She's getting over a cold as well. That's about it when it comes to her. Oh, she says mama. She says mama all the time, especially when she's really upset. Mama, mama, mama. Yeah. She loves the dog. She only laughs for her brother or the dog. She will not laugh for me or my husband. It takes a lot to get her to laugh, but she does. Elam and her are finally starting to kind of play together, which is really cute. I've gotten a couple cute video clips of it. They'll go in this tent thing right here, and I'll put it up, and they just laugh, and I think it's just hilarious. So now that she's crawling, I'm going to get out the tube that he has. What else? Oh, so 6-month size. So we went to the consignment sale. I bought her size 9 and 12-month stuff for the winter. Size 3 diapers. That's about it. That's about it when it comes to my kids. They are my life. They consume my life, and I wouldn't change that for the world. I love being a mom. It does have its struggles. You know, no mom has ever admitted that on YouTube that I've watched. Being a mom does have its struggles. I would love to sit down and watch a show on Hulu, whatever. Don't have the time. Hence why you haven't seen videos. I don't have the time. If she's not eating lunch, then Elam's eating lunch. If she's not eating breakfast, Elam's eating breakfast. If I'm not changing her diaper, I'm changing Elam's diaper. Having 2 kids this close, you don't have time. And Jess, I am so excited that you are pregnant with twin girls. You will realize that really quickly. But it is so, especially now that they're older and they're playing together and they're interacting. Elam tries to feed her Cheerios, and he gives her kisses all the time. And now that they're that, it just melts my heart, and I wouldn't have them any other way. But if we do have a third, and that is a big but, she has kind of broken my husband's spirit for having children. If we do have a third, it'll be when she's probably 2 or 3. So a lot older of a gap. But right now, the way it is, I would not change it. Nope. That is it. Oh, I got a horse. I'll show you guys pictures. I'll do a whole nother vlog on that. I might bring my camera out there today when I'm messing with her. Me and my husband talked about it, and my husband's outlet from the kids is his work. So when he goes to work, he doesn't have to deal with the kids. When he gets home, he doesn't have to deal with the kids because I want him to relax. And so he does help me, that type of thing. But I needed an outlet. I don't ever get time to myself. I hardly ever get to take a bath, which that used to be my outlet. So I've loved horses since I was little. I grew up with them. When I was 23, I moved to New York and taught kids how to ride horses at a summer camp where I was in charge with 50 horses. horses have just always been a passion of mine. So I got an opportunity to help a girl train one, which I've trained before, and then I'm going to buy her. So once February comes around, she is mine for $250. So we've decided that that's kind of my outlet. I go and I mess with her and I train her for anywhere from, I mean, just spending half an hour grooming her and cleaning out her stall every day to 3 or 4 hours on the weekend. And it's worked really, really well. It's made my relationship with my husband, with my kids, with myself. It's kind of my quiet place that I go. So I highly encourage moms out there to don't be afraid to, you know, seek some self-time. Because it really rejuvenates your soul, your patience, everything. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, leave them down below. I will talk to you later. Say bye, Jessie. Say bye. Oh, she's getting, her blue eyes are still around, and her hair was blonde, and now it's turning strawberry blonde. It's kind of dirty right now, so it's a little darker. But yeah, complete contrast. All right, bye guys.